So you want to take off your side marker light, which there is 2 terminals, and then you want to reach back in here and pull the harness for that light, that side marker light. You want to pull them out. You want to pull the harness off of your tail light. So I want to make this really simple and dumb it down. The only thing you're doing is you're getting the ground from your turn signal wire. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push this in there, and then I'm going to just splice this into there, which is going directly to the ground on that, and that's all you're doing. So I just got that white wire back there pushed into the connector, and I got it going over here. I took the ground off and got that going there. And it turns that into a turn signal. So this is it on with the running lights on, and it's still a turn signal. It just blinks opposite of the turn signal in the taillight housing. So first thing you want to do is take the harness for the marker light and cut the brown wire, which the brown is ground, and then tape this one off because you're not being used. And honestly, if this grounds out, it doesn't matter because it's just a ground and it's not going to arc out or anything. And basically this one is going to this number 1 terminal. So I do have trailer wires hooked up to my van, which is this green one, leads into the top. The stock harness is black and green, which is that one. So another thing I like to do when I'm tapping into wires like this is to get this is just a red and black. The wires are bonded, and you can just peel them apart like this, and basically you cut that and you just solder that into each strand, and then I cut this side and just join them together, and that basically like connects the path, and it's just an easy, clean way to do it. So these two are now tied into this turn signal circuit, and like I said before, what I like to do is just basically strip this end and then use them 2 wires to attach to this, which is the ground to the harness, and then essentially like you're done. Got this taped up. I like to tape these even though I heat shrinked it, just because if one little wire is poking out of it or is real close to poking out and this is rubbing and it rubs through, this will give me a huge problem and I'll almost never be able to find it. So even these two, I taped them. So now this is attached to this circuit. It's in line. I'm gonna test it out and make sure it works, and then we can put this thing back together. So it all seems like it's working fine. This is now a turn signal in the daytime, and when the running lights are on, it still acts as the marker light and a turn signal, which it never did before. So I'm gonna put this back together, all these screws in, and get this thing all straightened up. On your rear running light, I definitely recommend putting a little bit of grease where the boot goes over, because the boot is super old and hard and it just does not slide good. Start with that side marker light, because then you can push the boot on through the hole where the tail light is, and it makes it easier. So another little tip when you're putting your marker light on, if your screw just wants to spin and not go anywhere, these little grommets, these little inserts are a square, and you can see the little keyway basically that it accepts into this light. And if this is just spinning, what you want to do is you want to push onto this light like pretty hard, and then that will engage this square into them little grooves. I had that happen on me while I was putting this together, and I figured I would take it back apart and show everyone. So that's pretty much it for that indicator light, and it makes it a turn signal. It's definitely an easy mod that anyone can do, and honestly I think it makes it a little bit safer, because someone from the side will know that you're turning, and it's just another indicator like notifying that you're going to turn one way or the other. So I think that wraps it up for this video. If you guys want more Vanagon content, definitely check out the channel. Doing a little bit of work to my van now, but here soon I'll be traveling in this thing full time and living out of it, traveling to all national parks and 50 states.